Just woke up. I'm really tired. Drink a little bit of this coffee, take a shower, and then we'll do this. Yeah. It is cloudy. What is going on, beautiful people from all across the world, and Merry Christmas. As you can see, we've got my Christmas tree set up here, and I thought today I would get myself a little Christmas present from the 99-cent store. Okay, so I want to do something fun, and I thought it would be interesting to go to the 99-cent store and see if they have skincare products at all first. And when I went there, I was actually surprised to see that they have quite a few skincare products, and I was thinking, oh God, what are they putting in some of these products that are 99 cents, you know? So I thought, I got an idea. What if I buy all the skincare products they have, use them, do not recommend this at home, and we see what happens. So I've got a whole bag of them. My sack of presents is ready, and let's get into this. I'm scared. All right, so we're gonna go through each product one by one, and we're gonna try them out, and we're gonna look at the ingredients. So first one I got is this company called Vivo. It's hyaluronic acid daily facial wash. Now in the world of skincare, hyaluronic acid is actually super well, researched, and it's actually a really, really great ingredient. But the thing that always throws me off with these products when I look at them is I'm like, oh cool, so it's hyaluronic, that's what we're advertising. Then you look at the ingredients on the back, and you get some really weird stuff in here. So it starts with water, sodium cocoa glycinate, sodium lauryl glutamate, and then you go down and down, and it goes to things like biheneth 25 methacrylate copopolymer. What? PEG 120 esters, calcium disodium EDTA. So there's some weird stuff in here. This isn't the worst because I've seen a lot of weirder ingredients. Like I said, wouldn't recommend using any of these products, but we're just having fun today. So let's crack this open and see what we're getting into. All right, so the instructions say use warm water, put it in your hand. Water? Take the cap off. Warm water, put it in your hand, and rinse until you have a lather on your face. Rub it in, and then gently wash. What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? It just shoots me. What is going on?
Did you get a broken one?
This is why it's at the 99-cent store. Okay, remove the entire cap. Okay, it's like a sticky thing. Yo, I feel like my skin is gonna hate me so much tomorrow. Okay. This doesn't feel safe. Lather created, applying to face. I wonder if these have gone through human trials or if I am the human trial. I'm not getting paid for this. Okay. So I think probably it's hyaluronic acid, so I would imagine you want to leave it on for a second. So let's wait like 30 seconds here. Okay, so it's getting cold. Kind of feels like a little minty, and I can feel it burning a little bit. I think that's probably normal because it's hyaluronic acid. Okay, but I think I'll wash it off now. It's been about probably like 30 seconds or so. Okay, so a little bit of a sting, but not as bad as I thought. I think this is the highest quality product that I got. So we're starting with the best first. I think this is gonna get progressively worse. So now let's go into the second product. Okay, off to a decent start. I thought that was gonna be worse than it was. I don't know how I feel about it, though. My face is pretty freaking dry right now. So the next one we have is this Acne Free Benzoyl Peroxide Gel. Now this is $2 from the 99-cent store, so it's a little step up from the other products. But I actually remember this back in the day when I would go to like Rite Aid or CVS, I would find this, and I think I actually used this exact brand before. But as I look through the ingredients, there's so much other stuff. So there's benzoyl peroxide, yeah, 2.5%. But then the inactive ingredients are propylene glycol, cocamidopropyl hydroxysultane, sodium C14 to olefin sulfonate with like methyl methacrylate glycol dimethacrylate crossy polymer. There's some weird stuff. Ceramide, EOP, there's some weird stuff in here. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna look this up on CosDNA, which is a website that breaks down the ingredients and then rates them on a safety list and on acne irritant list. And actually I was pretty surprised. So as I'm looking at this list, on average to 1 to 2, but then there's some ingredients that are up to 5. So potassium hydroxide goes from a 2 to 5. Propylene glycol goes from a 2 to 3, and everything else is a 1 or 2. The acne irritant scale, it doesn't really actually rate these. Most of them are zeros or just blanks. There's one that's 1, which is carbomer. I don't know. So yeah, I was actually surprised that this didn't rank worse. Now, I'm not gonna use this just because I did just use a cleanser with the other one, so we will move on to the next product. Okay, the next one is this company called Natureplex, and it's just called Acne Treatment Gel. When I saw this, I was like, this is the most 99-cent store looking thing. This was literally $1. It just says Acne Treatment Gel, right? And it looks really bad. Like, this looks like a bad stock photo they purchased, and then we're just like, whip it out, send it off. China to America, let's go. On the back here, it's salicylic acid, 0.5%. The inactive ingredients were what made me go like, ooh, this is kind of weird. There's DMDM hydantoin, some other weird things like polysorbate 20. But the thing I wanted to look at was, what is DMDM hydantoin, right? Because that's the one that I can pronounce the least well, and it looks really weird. So let's look. Again, I googled this and then I went on CosDNA and checked it out. So DMDM hydantoin has a safety rating of from 1 to 10, 10 being the least safe. It has a safety rating of 6. Now, again, they don't rate this on the irritant or acne causing level, but all the comments under it are in Chinese. So I'm assuming that this is like a heavily used ingredient in a lot of the products that they send over. As I scroll down, someone wrote, DMDM hydantoin is an antimicrobial agent and preservative, increases the shelf life of cosmetics by releasing formaldehyde. Wait, what? Releasing formaldehyde and thus killing bacteria. This keeps cosmetics sanitary and prevents illness due to infections. What? Wait, what? Releasing formaldehyde? Wait, what? As of 2005, the Independent Cosmetic Ingredient Review Panel lists DMDM hydantoin as safe as long as it doesn't contain above the low levels that are allowed in most cosmetics. Yo, this doesn't sound like a good ingredient. Wait up, hold up. This is so bad, dude. It has a legally limited concentration of 0.2% free formaldehyde due to skin sensitivity of some agents for some individuals. The amount of DMDM hydantoin required to preserve a product is less than 1%, and it does not expose the customer to concentrations of formaldehyde above 0.2% limit for formaldehyde recommended by the expert panel. This product literally has formaldehyde in it. This 99-cent store product has formaldehyde in it. That's so bad. Really? It has formaldehyde in it. I don't think I'm gonna put this one on my face. That's so bad. Oh my gosh. I don't understand. I guess they're using it because it's a cheap preservative so that it won't go bad. So if they make like a bazillion batches of this and then it doesn't sell for like 5 years, they can still sell it because it hasn't gone bad. But like, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about when it comes to buying really cheap products. You get what you pay for. And I know it's like, you know, some people can't afford more expensive products, and I totally get that. But like when it comes to really trying to buy the cheapest possible, sometimes what you're getting are the extra filler ingredients and the extra lower quality things like preservatives, such as formaldehyde. Okay, so we're gonna skip that one, but the next one we are gonna try. Let's check out what this next one is. Okay, I know I said I was gonna try these products, right? The first couple ones were cleansers, so I did do that one. That's why I didn't do the other two. But this one is not a cleanser, and so I'm going to try this one. I haven't looked at it yet, but this is Pond's Formulae Perfect Color Complex Anti-Marks for Natural Color Beauty Cream, normal to dry skin. So that doesn't say a lot to me. I'm assuming that it's for red marks, like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and erythema. I don't know, that's not a super like clear thing. So it says advanced vitamin B3, double brightening formula. So definitely, so it's for post-inflammatory marks. But what's the active ingredient? Let's look. Apply a pea-sized amount of on a cleansed face. We got the cleansed face. We have the best product that ever cleansed a face ever. For best results every morning, use it every day. Sun alert, because this product may make your skin more sensitive to sun. Be certain that you apply a sunscreen with both UVA and a minimum SPF 15 after this. Okay, so I'm assuming there's something really gnarly in here. Okay, I can't see the active ingredients list, but the ingredients list says myristic acid, glycerin, water, propylene glycol, potassium hydroxide, stearic acid, lauric acid, glycol stearate, decyl glucoside, palmitic acid, hydroxystearic acid, fragrance, perfume, DNDM, hydantoin. All of these products have formaldehyde in them. I don't know if I want to put some on my face. I already said I'm going to though. I'm going to. I already said I'm going to. I'm going to do it. All right. Polyquaternium 7, butylene glycol, niacinamide. There we go. Hey, niacinamide. There's one good product in here. Butyl carbamate. What is this? I gotta hold up. I gotta look this up on CosDNA. Okay, so a couple minutes of Googling. This product doesn't show up on CosDNA, and so many of these products don't show up on CosDNA, probably because they're really cheap, and yeah, they're not even like worth looking at. But I looked up some of the individual ingredients, and this is crazy. So the first one, I haven't heard of it before, myristic acid, right? I was like, what is that? Is that like a good cleanser? Is that a good hyperpigmentation ingredient? What is it? And I went to this website called acnemantra.com, and this is what it says. Myristic acid is highly comedogenic. It means that if this ingredient is present in any product, it's very likely to cause pimples on acne-prone skin. Even if your skin does not break out easily, you need to be careful with products containing this ingredient. It's the #1 ingredient in here. If it's the first ingredient on the list, that means it's the one that has they have the most of that in the product. I found another website that breaks down some other stuff, and one of the ingredients in there is isopropyl myristate, and it also says irritation rating is 3 to 5 out of 5. So very high. So this product is terrible for your skin. Let's go put some on mine. This is probably the dumbest thing I've ever done for this channel, but you gotta do it for the gram. Yo, smell this.
Oh boy.
That's why this causes acne. I mean, okay, other than the myristic acid and all the other weird stuff they put in this is just like, it smells like a super cheap, like perfume. Super rosy, like super stinky. If you aren't like well-versed in ingredients and products, you always want to avoid things that have fragrances, perfumes. Yeah, it smells good, it's nice, whatever, but it definitely causes irritation to sensitive skin and acne for most people. So if you're gonna try to make yourself smell nice, put some candles around, spray your clothes or something like that, but keep it out of your skincare products. Now, this has formaldehyde, as we know. So this is weird. Don't ever do this kind of stuff. We're just having fun today. I would never usually do this. This is like, you know, eating like a quadruple deep fried Oreo stack or something, right? Like it's bad for you. If you do it once, you're not gonna die. We'll do a little patch test though, because I don't really want to put it all over my face. Just do like the warrior. The formaldehyde warrior face. Can't believe that this company even exists and is selling their product. This is so bad. All right, let me keep this on my face for like 20 seconds here, and we'll see if we get any weird results. So just a second. Okay, so I just washed it off. I don't know if you can see the camera because it's kind of dark in here, but like right here where I put it, definitely pink. I have super sensitive skin, so like I react to stuff. So like obviously I would recommend nobody uses this, but for me especially, if I use this every day, my face would probably be breaking out like crazy. Like this would probably be great if you wanted to break out. You were like, I really want a picture with me. That's it. I don't know whoever says that, but this is not great. I can't believe people sell this. And people use this to try to get rid of their pigmentation marks and stuff. It's crazy. Okay, moving on to the next product. This is a terrible, awesome video. Okay, this video is a train wreck so far. These ingredients are so terrible. Okay, so we're going up to the last one. Now I've cleansed my face, stripped it, put formaldehyde all over it. I definitely have a dry face, so I need to moisturize it, right? This is the last product that we found at the 99 cent store, and this is Dove Men Plus Care Hydra Cream. Now I said, okay, cool, you know, Dove. We know Dove. That makes sense. It might be good, right? So I had to look up the ingredients list on CosDNA because for some reason it's not on here, which is like, I think it's illegal, but maybe, I don't know, maybe they took it out of a package and sold it like this. So I looked it up on CosDNA just now, and the ratings are outrageous. This is not great. So as you can see on the right side there are so many yellow and reds. And this ingredient list is just freaking huge, man. It's a big list. There's a lot of stuff. On the safety side, we have things ranging from 1 to 2, then we have 2 to 5, and the highest rating is a 9, which is isopropyl it's a preservative, and that's like not great for, it's on a scale of 1 to 10. And then at the bottom we have a bunch of stuff that's from 3 to 5. But here's something that's not great. On the acne scale from 1 to 5, we have isopropyl myristate again. This ingredient that I just found out about, it's a 5 on here. It's the highest rating you can get. It has stearic acid, which is a 2 out of 5. Triethylanilamine, which is a 2 out of 5. Cetyl alcohol. Oh, I hate cetyl alcohol. Oh man, short story. I used to use a cetyl alcohol Cetaphil moisturizer, and it used to burn my face so bad. 2 out of 5. And then a bunch of other stuff that's 2s. And then on the irritant list, there's 3, 2, 2. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's also 7, 8 fragrances. Okay, so enough of looking at the ingredients. I know I said I would try these things out, so I'm going to try it out. And I have very little faith in this because, like I said, I've used cetyl alcohol before and it is terrible. And that list of stuff that we just saw does not look great. So let's go try it on my face. Okay, so I just noticed this says face, hands, and body. So I know it is a moisturizer for your whole body, but if you're gonna say face, then you should definitely make it like non-comedogenic and not cause acne. So the ingredients they chose were bad. I almost just lost it. Yeah, so it definitely smells like it says. There's like 6 fragrances in here. It's very stinky. Should not put ingredients that are fragrances in a moisturizer for your face. So for the sake of science, let's try this on my face. I'm like a little kid putting sunscreen on. My mom's putting sunscreen on for me at the beach. Just a little more. Oh, it smells
I can
terrible.
smell it.
It's really bad. I never understand why products use so much fragrance. If you're gonna use some fragrance, like just use like a small amount, but why use like so much? All right, I put way too much. I can actually already feel it. I can feel it burning around like my nose, because that's like my most sensitive dry skin is like right around my nose. Oh, you just wipe that off with my wet fingers. I put so much on my face. Okay, I can also feel it getting cool and also burning a little bit on my forehead. I think it's because my face is so dry after using those cleansers that I'm like more sensitive right now to probably the cetyl alcohol in there. Like I said before, I've had bad experiences with cetyl alcohol. Now my whole face is burning.
Oh gosh.
That's not a good sign from a moisturizer, right? Like a moisturizer should be like cooling, calming, and should make your face feel better if it is dry. Yeah, this is definitely starting to burn. Not great. This is why I moved away from cetyl alcohol in my moisturizers. Just like put more air on my face.
Oh, it smells so bad.
Yeah, it smells really bad. Who would want to walk around smelling like that? And I like how it also, it's funny because this is like men's care. It says men care. What dude wants to smell like this? This smells terrible. I don't know what woman would want to smell like this either, but like most dudes are probably not like, oh, I want to smell like a cheap perfume from Macy's. Yeah, this is bad. I was actually kind of hoping it would be all right because I need a moisturizer because I forgot mine at my house. But this is unacceptable. This is really bad. It's definitely starting to burn, man. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna wash it off. That's the right choice. This is the right choice. This is the way.
This is the way.
0 out of 10. Bad product. Don't sue me, but bad product. I think my face is drier now.
Oh yeah.
This bad result of moisturizer. To have drier skin after. All right, so just washed it off my face. It still smells. I was just saying, it smells like a cheap Axe, like Axe body spray. It smells like a really bad body spray. It's really, really, really bad. My face feels terrible now. It's super dry, like Sahara Desert dry. I need a moisturizer, but I also have this perfume in my skin. So my face still kind of burns a little bit, so I'll probably have a red face. I'll probably have some sensitivity happening, some irritation and stuff, and I'll probably have a couple pimples pop up in the next kind of days. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I did this for fun, if that's what we can call this. It was kind of like an experiment, and I kind of knew that I was going to have a bad reaction from all this stuff, and I also am okay with breaking out a little bit over the next couple days from this. Obviously, yeah, like you should stay away from products that have ingredients that are high up on the comedogenic rating if you're like using CosDNA or just Googling the ingredients that are in products. And also, like I said earlier, sometimes products that you want to get are expensive, but they're expensive for a reason, and it's because usually the more expensive products aren't using fillers, and they're also making them fresher because they have to turn them over quickly versus using a preservative like we're seeing like with the Mysteria and the other things, and like the formaldehyde hydantoin thing, where they can make it cheaper because they can make it in huge batches and then save it in a warehouse for like 15 years before people get it. This was an adventure that I would not recommend anyone do. We did find some stuff that were kind of acceptable. I would say the benzoyl peroxide from Acne Free is kind of acceptable. Not a lot of like terrible things in it. I wouldn't personally use it. If I was gonna use the benzoyl peroxide, I would buy something a little bit better quality. But you know, for $2, that's pretty great. But some of the other things were really bad. Like the Pond's really bad. The Dove, I think, is probably the worst one out of all that stuff, which is surprising because Dove's like a big multinational company. That was really, really bad. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me and watching me use my face as an experiment. I'm gonna run home because I'm at my aunt's house. I'm gonna run home and get my proper skincare stuff that I use every single day. My face is super dry and it's still burning on my chin right now and around my nose, some of my sensitive areas. So I need some like moisturizer to help calm my face down and get away from this dryness. I love doing these kind of fun videos. It's a Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this. As always, if you have checked out my channel before, you know the skincare line that I use. But if you haven't heard of it before, my favorite skincare line by far is Banish. They are super high quality. None of this crap, none of the weird fillers that you're seeing, none of these weird preservatives. Their ingredients are all natural. They're things that you can actually pronounce, and they're all super high quality and also made in small batches each week. So when you're getting a product, it's only a week or so old, not been sitting there for 6 months on a shelf or longer. So you're not having to put ingredients like formaldehyde, because it's a preservative on your face, and also the active ingredients like vitamin C and glycolic acid, things like that, aren't degraded because they haven't been sitting in it in a shelf for 6 months or a year before you got it. So that's the product line that I like the most. I've been using them for over a year now, and it's actually really helped improve my acne scarring and my erythema, my redness from my acne post acne, like my scars and stuff. So if you want to check them out, you can use my code. It's Brian5 for $5 off your first order of 50 or more. I'll put a link in the description below. BanishBrian.com in the description below. It's a little bit more on the pricey scale, but again, like I'm saying, you're paying for what you're getting, and people always are stoked when they get Banish. Like I always get these people messaging me and saying that they love it so much. I really love it, and I think it's worth the extra couple dollars because it is your health and it is your skin that you're paying for. So anyways, check that out if you want to check out something that I actually do recommend instead of all this stuff that I definitely recommend no one ever tries ever. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you'd like to see me do any other weird challenges, let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below, and stick around, subscribe, because I always put up amazing acne content, 2 videos a week. So subscribe if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, let me know what you thought about this in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you're part of Team Acne. I'll see you skin bosses later.